a short chapter from the book called Highway Robbery. I'm driving around the desert southwest visiting old friends when at the junction of two empty California highways out near the Salton Sea, I come to a U.S. Border Patrol checkpoint. Usually I get waved right through once they see I'm just a dumbbell senior citizen. This time the agent stops me to ask, "Do you have any narcotics in this vehicle?" "No, sir." He motions me on toward a second man in uniform, this one being tugged forward by a nosy German shepherd. He inquires, "Do you have any narcotics in this vehicle?" "No, sir," I repeat truthfully. "Do you have any marijuana in this vehicle?" "No, sir," I lie. He points a finger. "Park over there and stall one." "Oh, brother." Sitting on the passenger seat is a well-traveled wooden dope pipe. Next to it is a Ziploc bag with 2 cannabis-laced gluten-free cookies given to me by a crony in Sun City, Arizona. In my trunk is a small baggie containing a strain of smokable exhilarant known as Durban poison. I park the car and stall one and bounce out innocently. "Stop right there," an officer commands. I freeze. He asks, "Do you have any narcotics in this vehicle?" "No, I don't," I swear. "Do you have any marijuana in this vehicle?" "No, I don't," I swear. Then I remember that I have a trump card with me, and I do a 180. "Yes, I do," I declare, reaching for my wallet, "and I have a California medical marijuana license for it." I picture him thanking me for my forthrightness and apologizing for the inconvenience and wishing me Godspeed in my golden age wanderings. Instead, he sends me away to a roadside holding pen. There I pace in circles, worrying whether I'll ever get home to relieve the caregiver who's looking after Holly. "Sit on the bench," my captors order. They take my driver's license and my medical get-out-of-jail card. They ask me to tell them where my stash is, so they won't have to start shredding the upholstery. 3 new detainees, Spanish speakers, join me in the pen. I move over on the bench. A young agent sidles up to ask me, as if out of mere curiosity, "Do you use it in the car?" I feign disbelief. Do I drive around this awesome western landscape stoned at the age of 71? Of course not, I scoff. Then a Jessica this was 3 years ago. Then a Jessica Chastain from 0 Dark 30 takes me off to a bare chain link enclosure. I flash back to the waterboarding scene. Are they going to strap me down and extract my THC? Jessica confronts me. "You have been arrested before for marijuana possession." It comes out not as a question, but as a recitation of historical fact. How do they know this? Is it even true? My mind reels back over the decades. Then I remember from my earliest hippie days when I was still writing for the Washington Post. "You're right," I tell her, in 1972 in Reston, Virginia for holding 1 roach. She has no interest in my early midlife hijinks, but informs me that my state medical card gives me no right to transport my alleged medicine through a federal checkpoint, even one that's 40 miles from the nearest border. She tells me she's prepared to fine me $500 on the spot, but I will cut you a deal, she says. "I will let you go if you abandon your marijuana." I ask her just to clarify, "If I paid the fine, you'd still take the dope, right?" We exchange tight smiles. "That's right," she says. I nod sagely. "I'll take the deal." Jessica walks me to my car, explaining how this is going to go down. I will retrieve the offending baggie, and she will escort me to yonder blue dumpster, where I will, personally, to make it all the more painful, I guess, dispose of my mood-altering materials. I look through my trunk and can find no sign of the Durban poison. Jessica is annoyed to hear this. She calls out to the other officers, "Who's got the evidence?" One of them points. "Ah, yes, there on the roof of the car lie the baggie and the pipe embraced in damning configuration." I reach up to retrieve them. Jessica offers touchingly, "You can keep your pipe." I like where our relationship is heading. We mosey toward the dumpster and she turns to gab with the other agents. She's paying no attention to me. Is she giving the old duffer an opening? Is she inviting me to pocket a couple of buds for the long drive home? No, I'm just happy to get out of here a free man. True, I'm not totally free if they have a file on me going back 40 years. True, Jessica will add this new criminal act to my record. Maybe someday when I fly in from overseas, they'll take me aside at LAX and kick me around a little. Maybe they'll put me on the most wanted list, Grandpa Stoner. I drive away from the checkpoint and get up to highway speed. I chance to look over at the passenger seat. Oh, happy day. Sitting there in plain sight unabandoned, are those 2 inspirational cookies I smuggled in from Sun City.